Yeah, good afternoon, guys. Mark here, smoking a Michelero Peru Puro. This is one of Cigar's own brand. This is the Novelli, I believe it's called. It's a 4x60 cigar, so it's Toro size or Gordo size. A 4-inch cigar. A little bit of bourbon, 4 roses. This is the small batch version. Cheers, everybody. I have got a little bit of soda in it, you know. It's only 20 to 3 in the afternoon, so I'm not going to hit it hard in the afternoon. So, guys, I can't believe it, you know, the stuff I've seen on social media, you know all these people, all these firms offering to claim your tax back on your pensions and stuff, and have you taken your pension out, or have you had a drawdown or whatever. All you got to do is pick the phone up and phone them up yourself. It is a little bit of faffing about, but you're going to save yourself hundreds if not thousands. You know, I've been seeing on social media, we'll say one of my local companies advertising 35% commission fees plus VAT. Absolutely crazy, you know, for the sake of a phone call. Okay, as I've said, excuse me, there's a little bit of faffing now and getting to the right people, but God, people are wasting money by getting someone else to do it for them. It is absolutely crazy, and I'm thinking they're getting more than what you are, people. You know, 35% plus 20 and plus VAT. Come on. Yeah, no wonder they're saying, "Oh, thank you very much for using this" and all that in the comments. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, boils my blood, I tell you. Absolutely boils my blood. I understand for the older people, you know, who might struggle to get, I don't know which way to turn and all that. But you have citizens advice, places like that, if you don't know where to go, they can advise you. Don't be throwing hundreds or thousands of pounds away to these companies, people. God, it's absolutely crazy, you know, and it winds me up as well, because they're just sitting there behind the desk with big dirty cheesy grins on the face, you know. Absolutely crazy. Winds me up. It just winds me up. People making money out of other people like that, you know. Yeah, it's maybe 15%, 20% plus VAT. Even then, 20% plus 20%, you know. But this company's charging 35% plus VAT. Don't even know. So that's 55% out of your pocket, what you're entitled to. And because you can't be bothered to pick a phone up, phone the tax office up and say, "I've had a pension, I've taken out a payment on my pension, I've had a drawdown, I think I've paid too much tax," which you more likely will have done, because the whole system's all ballsed up. So what people don't realise, you're entitled to 20, whatever amount you've taken out, yeah? Say you've taken out 10,000, say you draw down or whatever, 25% of that's tax free. Whether you do it over a couple of years or, its first 25% is tax free. And that's on every payment, not like I was led to believe on only the first payment. It is every, mine's over 4 years and I'm supposed to have 25% each payment, not the first payment. So you're getting ripped off by your pension people there to start off with, and then you pay your 20% on the remaining. So if it was 10,000, it's 7,500. Simple, 7,500, 20%. You know, and then you pay 20%. Take about 4 or 5 weeks to come get through. Once you, it is a lot of faffing about, like I said, and it's worth it. No, why go and pay a company to do exactly the same thing on your behalf? Take down some details, blah blah blah, who's your pension with? But the pension people who should be telling you this, you know. But again, it's like they're all in it just to make money themselves, so they're not going to, you know. Last year I gave mine. I waited. I was told to wait a bit by online information I was given. I was told to wait to November. I took payments out last April. I was told to wait to November to see whether they would rectify or pick up on their mistake that they've overcharged the tax bit. I phoned them up. They go, oh, we just pay the tax on what the tax office tell us to get. You know, we get the code off them. I said, well, I can give you the code. Oh no, we got to have a. I said, I know my tax code. Oh, we got to wait to have it off an official the tax department. So okay. So I've got a claim going through. Yeah. So that's going to be a few grand. I got a claim for the previous year as well, because I didn't know. They hadn't told me I paid tax on the first payment, so I've got to claim that back. And again, and I was told by the tax office they hadn't put in the fact that I'd got tax relief on the first 25%. Yeah, but if you're doing drawdown, your first payment, you shouldn't be paying any tax whatsoever. So I just put in my paperwork, you know, online with my pension people. I didn't know. I just relied on them as the experts to give me the right payment. And unless I hadn't phoned up earlier this year, I wouldn't have been none the wiser. Yeah, so I got money for last year. I'll have money for this year plus the first year. So I've got 3 years coming back to me. Ooh yeah. And that's just over a phone call I made myself, rather than pay somebody 55% to do exactly the same thing. Honestly guys, it's simple, you know, just pick the bloody phone or get hold of the tax online. You know, tax.gov, you know, tax office, put in tax office, put in whatever. It'll come up gov.com, tax, so, you know, gov.com, on the search, tax, and it's all in there. How to claim, yeah, I might have to go through a few pages to find out what sort of tax it is and all that. I'll just put in, you know, you know, overpaid tax, you know, tax relief on pension or whatever, you know. It's not that hard to do, not that hard to do. And I'm not smart, I'm not clever, you know, but it's not that hard to do. It's actually bouncing, as you can tell. So I've got the old sun hat on today. The old straw cap. I did have a lovely leather one when I went shopping the other day. A lovely black leather one, a bit like this, but all in black leather. I thought they were a little bit expensive, but then I realised, you know what, it wasn't that bad actually, come to think of it. You know, I think it was £79. You know, 100% leather hat. And still, unfortunately, I can't go back there. Well, you know, it's like to say, it's like you know, you like these women in it. They go around 10, 15 stores, and they always end up going back to the first one they shopped in. And I should have got it when I had the chance. But hindsight for you. Yeah, I think it should be. I think it should have been double that. I think, you know, for the full, nice black leather hat. You know, a bit like this. But there'll be other times. But I said we only found it by chance when I did go shopping the other day. So yeah, like I said, I got a beautiful tan coloured leather jacket. I mean, I've had black ones before because I used to ride a motorcycle, and I've had different leather jackets. But it's the first tan coloured one, which I said in my video a couple of days ago. Really happy with it, you know. And people, you know, you have taken out any money from your pension, just phone the tax office up, phone them up direct, phone them up direct. They've got all the details in the tax office there, and they'll help you out. I just phoned up the terminal in Chester this morning to find out. I shouldn't have, again, hindsight, I forgot to check the cigars I purchased, you know, and I forgot to check the dates on the boxes, because you know, which was a bit of a silly mistake. Like, I should know better, but I forgot. But they said, oh, you know, they couldn't check it today. They said, oh, there was the lady who answered the phone. I said, can you check the date? She said, oh, we haven't got any boxes. I said, I know you got boxes. I said, can you check the box on the shelf? From what well, no, that box is gone. I think that's total bullshit, because, you know, people aren't, I doubt within a day or 2 days, people are going to buy that cigar, the Hoyo de Monterrey Double Corona. You know, I don't think they're going to be buying them in boxes. Or they're certainly going to buy like 5, 6, 7 or whatever. I think there might have been 8 or 10 left in the box. I can't see it happening. I'm not saying it won't happen or can't happen, but I just found it a little bit unbelievable. I was watching a couple of Simon's videos earlier about when he smoked it, and the whole Aranagas. The what else did we get? What else was the video? I see the H. Upman. I got the Connie number 2. I have got, which I didn't realise until I just checked my box, my doors. I've got a limited edition 2018. No, I think that's a Hoya. Yeah, Hoya de Monterrey, and I think it might have been Simon or Jack Ryan who gifted it me last year, I think. So, thanks guys, I'm not sure which one it was. I got a funny feeling it might have been Jack Ryan. So, I apologise if I'm wrong, Simon. But yeah, so, yeah, like I said, I haven't got very many Cubans left. I got 2 of the Vigueros. What else have I got? I've got a Partagas Millefleur, a couple of small cigars that have been gifted, you know, like Panatella size. But I don't think I got more. I don't think I got more than 8 altogether. So yeah, hang on 1 second, guys. Yeah, so like I said, I haven't got many Cubans left. And it's not surprising at the prices, guys, you know, it's absolutely ridiculous. Prices are. It's nice to treat yourself now and again. But your pockets aren't deep enough to do it regular. Not at these prices now. Nice cigar, these Michelada Blues. It's a little bit flaky on the burn there, on the ash. Nice little cigar, these. Recommend these. Medium strength. I was talking to the guy in the store, and they actually, Mitchell Orchards brought out a new one. And I'm not sure whether it's a hang on, again. Yeah, I was saying Mitchell Orchards has brought us, I don't know whether it's with Oliva or it's another brand. I've got a funny feeling it was another brand, but the it wasn't recommended, funny enough. Like I said, I think the first one Mitchell brought out had a red band on it. They did have some of them in, but they were on a shelf high up out the way for some reason. And I think they were above the Oliva cigars in the store, which surprised me, because all the Mitchell Orchard cigars were on there, had their own shelves, and then there's some on the side shelf, you know, a little bit higher, sort of like waist high sort of thing. It surprised me. And I didn't take to the red banded cigar. I think it's called the Michelero, if I'm right. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. But didn't take to that one, but these came out. I've had a couple of boxes. This is like, I've got a couple of these, about 4 of these left out of this box. And I've only got these smaller ones because they didn't have in, they want the Robusto size, which is obviously is a little smaller gauge and a little bit longer. But I might go for the Toros. Maybe the box of Toros, I think. And they're good value, these, got to admit. Good smoke, good smoke. They remind me a little bit of the Tatuate tattoos, but they're not as strong as the Tatuates. I say maybe just a little bit under the strength of the Tatuates. Good smoke, good smoke. Just let it rest a second, guys. As you can see here, I've got a tray full of cigar ash. Might be way more than what I need for polishing me silver bits on me pipes, which I should be. I've got them all here actually on the table. You won't believe how many pipes I've got out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I think I've got about 30 pipes out here. I never realised. Oh my god. About 30 pipes out here, guys. I did have a lot of tobaccos here, as I said in the previous video. I had loads of tobaccos on the table, I had a load on the floor, but now the heat is... No. Heat is not a good thing. I was looking for some of the bourbons. I never realised they'd been put in the other shed. So I had to pull them out. Because obviously heat again affects the flavour of spirits. I don't know if it's all spirits, but I've been told not to keep bourbon in a warm place. But like cigars, don't keep them in a warm place. Don't keep them where light can get to them. You know, sunlight especially. So what? Hang on, my daughter. Daughter's got a doctor's appointment. Let's see if she wants a lift off. Daddy's got to play taxi again. What time are we at now? We're coming up to 3 o'clock, guys. And for those of you who haven't seen, beautiful Tissot watch I bought for my birthday gift. I've done a Simon. That's beautiful Tissot. I think it's a, if I remember rightly, I think it's called the Carson. Love it, love the dial. I don't know whether the hands are anodized, but they have been heat treated, I've been told. So I presume that's where they got the blue from. On a first look there, I thought the hands were blue as well, but I think it's just a reflection off the glass. So the second hand is also blue. Yeah, but it looks, I love it. So yeah, sorry for copying into Simon, but I didn't know what else to get myself, so I thought, why not? hoping I've got my friend Jim Corbett going to get a package tomorrow by the end of the day, I've been told, according to DHL. He's in for a bit of a surprise. Sorry, Jim. It's only I've sent him some tobacco over. Don't think I sent Jim. Oh, I sent him some acid cigars, didn't I? Last time I sent him something, but I don't think I sent him any tobaccos before. So I sent him a few over to see what he thinks of them. Yeah, a lot of mine. I'm with everybody else. I'm surprised that he's not had dark fired Kentucky before. I reckon he has and he doesn't realise, because I think it must be in some of the blends he smoked. Gotta be. You know, Jim's been going a long time, so and he's tried, as you know, he's cracked the crap open. He must have had that, you know, DKF in some of them blends. Now I'm not surprised that he's not tried the Ken Byron. You know, the dark fired cherry. I'm sure that's I don't know, Piper Dave can enlighten me on that. Is that just a dark fired Kentucky with cherry flavoured in, Dave? I'm not sure whether I've got any myself actually. And I've yeah, like I said yesterday, me Northwoods came in for this year, and that only took 5 days, Jim. As I pointed out to him, that only took 5 days to come over from there, and that's including the day I ordered it. Oh man, good. I'm really enjoying this stick. Really enjoying this today. Yeah. So what else? So I'd say I might go and do a little bit of grocery shopping while I take my daughter to the doctor's, because next door to it is a great big grocery store. We call it Morrison's here in the UK. I don't think you have them in the US. I don't know. Now I don't know, guys. Some of you guys might be able to tell me. Are nub cigars the same size? Are they 4-inch? Because I've not had any nubs yet, and they haven't really sort of taken to me. I think I might have had one of the Oliva ones, and they didn't really float me boat, as they say. But you know, for the smoke, about, you know. I mean, only come up to like 23 minutes, 24 minutes, plus the couple of stops I've had, you know, while I was being interrupted. So a couple of, I'd say up to half an hour. I'd say I'm halfway through this cigar. Just going to ash it, guys, before it goes all over the place. It's starting to get a little bit of a wavy burn. I think I'll just touch that up. I'm going to use my Vertigo cheap lighters. Like Simon says, you can't go wrong with these. Excuse me, even what's his name says on Hot Cigars, you know, is it Fuzz, sorry, you know, you can't go wrong with these little Vertigo lighters. I mean, they're cheap, but they do the job. But like the honest lighters, you know, you don't need, it goes to show you don't need these £1,500 S-duty pot lighters. They all do exactly the same thing at the end of the day. Burn tobacco. But the band's coming off this now. It's actually heated up, and I managed to take it off, just slide it off the cigar. Handy. Really enjoying Piper Dave's dog yard chats. Really enjoying them. I like it when it's not the subject's not too heavy. Well, for me anyway. You know, like I said, I'm no smart ass, I'm no clever dick, and a lot of this stuff Yeah, it does go straight over my head, and I don't mind admitting that, you know. I'll sit down with him, have a bowl or a cigar, enjoy smoke with him. So my daughter wants to go in about 20 minutes. So I'll finish this by then. Phew. I'll have to go and open the windows on the car because it's going to be bouncing in my car. Close the windows. Should leave them open a little bit at night really. But I'm a bit worried about leaving my car windows partially open. You know, I think it's easy, I think you're asking for trouble, if you know what I mean. Good job I only had a small one. I don't normally, guys, I know I'm taking my daughter to doctors, but normally I would not touch booze before I'm driving. But I've had a single shot. But if she'd asked me earlier, I wouldn't have had it. So, you know, I don't drink and drive. Nothing. Well, I know I'm taking the risk just by having one. But I believe they're bringing out a lot more stringence with the DVLA, which is our Driving Vehicle Licensing Association here in the UK. That's in charge of all our driving licenses, etc. A bit like the odd DMV. There's a lot more the changes going on, especially for the people 70 and over. Now they're bringing out with the eyesight check and the health checks. You know, I think it's every 2 years or every 3 years now. You've got to be assessed. You've got to prove your health's good and your eyesight's good. So I'm 63 in 2 weeks' time. Actually in 11 days' time. So I got another, 7 years to go. Then I'll have to go and get rechecked. But I've just had my eyes done. As you know, I've got some nice new glasses coming. Hopefully tomorrow, if not it'll be Saturday I think. I've had an email today saying the glasses are complete and they've been dispatched ready to my my local opticians. Like I said, they were made by Oakley themselves, not the opticians, wherever they get my opticians send them to be made, their orders. They have to go through Oakley themselves. So they are, again, another expensive pair of glasses, but I need them. You know, you've seen the state of my old ones. But like I said, these have got the transition lenses in. So you might see me in here of them. They've got like a grey lens. And it sort of matches with the near enough white of the frame. I don't think I've had that coloured frame before, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure if it's got white and blue on the frame. I can't remember, guys, to tell you the truth. But you'll soon find out. I'll show me. It was a bit like that. I wanted to get that frame, but asked a few people. Tried I tried about four frames. I said, "What do you think?" Because I like to have other people's opinion, even though I am wearing them myself. And I know some of you will say, "Well, at the end of the day, it's your money. You're the one paying for them." You know, but I do like to get other people's opinion. Oh man, I'm really enjoying this cigar, and it's not an expensive cigar either. You know, I've changed me. Oh, today we're up to 30 minutes already, guys. Bloody hell! I was going to talk about a little bit more about cigars, but I'm not going to drag on any longer. I might do another video actually a bit later. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate it, especially if you stayed this 30 minutes like I know some of you do. Fully appreciate it. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate the thumbs up. And I'm going to wish you all sweet smokes. Enjoy whatever you're smoking. Enjoy whatever your tipple is. And I'll catch you on the next Welsh's Waffle. Take care, everybody. Be safe. And most of all, enjoy your smokes. Sweet smokes to one and all.